When you have #1 beside your name, you have a target on your back. And this top-ranked team in the land is going on the road against a squad that can make its season if it can pull off a major upset. The Dome, home to the Orange and Syracuse University, as we'll see the #1 team in the country, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on a fellow ACC opponent, the Syracuse Orange. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we're ready to tee it up. Syracuse will kick off and we'll be underway. He'll start the return inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. So Miami's offense will get the ball first. What a great group of receivers they run out there, and a staunch, stout defense they'll be running into. Jesse, how are they going to get open? How does this defense keep them in check?
Well, I think one thing this receiving group knows to have success in this game against this defense is it's going to take all of them. It's not just going to be one guy making all the plays. They're all going to have to be able to step up and, David, take advantage of their own individual one-on-one opportunities when those chances come their way.
Well, and I think that's what's good about this offense. There's strength in numbers. It's not just one guy that you can take away. There's several receivers that can make plays. That stresses a defense. Like, find the weakness, go after him. That guy can win. So it'll be a fun individual matchup.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Right back to the well. Got the first down and still on his feet. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. No matter who's been leading the program, Miami always wants to be able to run the ball with some physicality.
Yeah, it starts everything. The line of scrimmage starts everything. That attitude starts everything. And the U is known for attitude. And when they play physical, they've got great teams.
Caught at the 25. Touchdown, Miami. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They are going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Syracuse's offense will go to work for the first time. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass and coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that, yes, they tackle well, they see the football well, they break on it well. You better worry about the ground game. You better get some kind of deception going against this secondary.
Motion from the wide receiver. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Breaks the tackle. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
The Orange with a lot of work to do on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Rushes on him. That's reeled in. It's Nixon. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. Syracuse will send out the punt team. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. H formation for these receivers. Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking left. And a flag comes in as this one falls incomplete. Let's see what the call is.
Illegal touchdown.
This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. On the ground, it's Lyle. They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it'll be hard to stop.
Back to throw, it's Beck. Looking to the big tight end. Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down. Hitting on transfer portal quarterbacks can be tricky. Certainly Miami did so with Cam Ward a season ago. And Jesse, they're hoping to keep it going with Carson Beck.
They want the Carson Beck version from 2023. At the end of that season, after winning the Orange Bowl, a lot of people thought Carson Beck would end up being the first pick of the NFL draft. 2024 was a bit more up and down. They need him to play well each and every week. He's playing, remember, behind Cam Ward. He's got a very, very big shoes to fill, but no doubt he is the key for Miami's success.
To the air on 2nd down. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down. And the Hurricanes racing to the line in the hurry-up. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Catch in the middle. It's Gilbert. And he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. The offense lining up for a 1st down play. They'll toss it to the left. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds.
Well, this is a running back that gets stronger as the game goes on, and they try to get him going early on the toss play, Reese.
And if you start stretching the defense sideways, sometimes a little vulnerable in the middle later in the game.
Yeah, that might open an opportunity for a play action. Maybe fake the toss and see if you can get a tight end or a slot receiver down the middle of the field.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Daniels. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Back to pass, it's Beck. It's complete on the right side. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
Yeah, and that's one of those where you just look at the coverage. You look at down the field, taking away all the options, making sure you don't throw that ball downfield to get the 1st down. The only option, check it to the running back. Now I close that space. Nice job tackling.
Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down. Man, you want to talk about confidence in your running game on 4th down to keep it on the ground from that distance and pick up the 1st down.
That's one of those things in practice, coaches probably like, anybody, any place, anytime, anywhere, this is who we are, we're physical, and they show them.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense. We've reached a break, and Miami is holding on to the lead. And we've come to the end of one. And let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. On 3rd and goal, they'll throw it. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Hurricanes. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And I love finding the big fella down in the red zone. 3rd and goal. You got to make something happen down here. Throw it up high. Let the big fella make you look really good as a quarterback. Love finding those big guys down here in the red zone.
And they tacked on the extra point.
Miami 14, Syracuse 0.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is...
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
And as an offense, you want to stay aggressive. You want to keep calling these downfield shots. I know you didn't complete that one, but you want to send a clear message. You're trying to take the top off this defense. You keep calling downfield shots. You soften up the coverage. You get those safeties playing deep. That's going to open up your running game.
Off and running. He's at the 40. Past the 20. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Orange.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Oh, what vision. Dynamic on kick returns, and that one puts his offense in business. Looking downfield, it's Beck. He'll take a shot. Broken up, incomplete, and nearly intercepted in the end zone. It'll be 2nd down. Guys, let's look big picture Miami. They're the new #1 team in the country. What do they need to do to stay in that spot?
Well, and it's cool to see this team earn that, right? Like they haven't been #1. They had to go get it on the field, and now it's got to stay on the field, Jesse. One game at a time. Don't get over our skis. Think about too many things in the future. Think about today.
Yeah, they've got to have a sense of urgency now, especially knowing with that #1 beside the name, they're going to get everybody's best shot. So they've got to step up. They've actually got to elevate their play now, I think, to keep this thing moving forward.
Man, they just couldn't find a hole. Down in the red zone, the field shrinks. So much harder to complete those passes. But 4th and short. Now, decision time, baby.
And the Canes will try to move the chains on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And that falls incomplete on 4th down, but wait just a second. There is a flag, and this is a big call. So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Caught behind the line. It's Willis. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Finds his man. It's Willis. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
Behind the chains now on second and long. The give on the option. Only a couple there, and now staring at 3rd and 8.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Syracuse needs to come up with a big third down play to keep the drive going. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed behind the line. It's Nixon. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. They bring the punter onto the field now. He'll go back to work and punt it away for the second time. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's...
Breaks into the open. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
And I tell you what, we can focus on the left side of the line of scrimmage because that's where the play starts. But you don't get big gains when you run out wide unless wide receivers, yes, wide receivers, commit to blocking, staying on their guys. Really good job on the outside by giving the running back space to make the big play.
The Hurricanes come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Maybe a double pass. Under fire. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain.
Defense has their hands full with this one. I know he's not the biggest guy playing the running back position right now, but they know he's going to be catching it too, and they're going to have to bring this guy down in space. In the passing game, they better make sure they get a lot of hats to the football. They've got their hands full.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
They'll try to move the chains on this 3rd and long from the 50. He wants to change this route. Dropping back, it's Beck. Fires left. Got a man, it's Bauman. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Yeah, and it's a nice decision by the quarterback when you run these RPOs. Man, if you can give it to him and you can get such positive yards like that, continue to do it. Make that defense react a different way, then I'll throw the football.
The Canes in a good spot here with 2nd and short. He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. No movement from the field goal unit. The offense is out there to try to keep this drive alive on 4th down.
False start on offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. This try will come from the left hash, and he'll try to curl it in from 38. Absolutely center cut. And that will extend their lead even further. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Oregon State is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. These Beavs have picked themselves up before, and they're capable of it again today. They're trailing by just 4 to Sam Houston. This one has actually kind of exceeded expectations. Always a memorable chapter in the book of college football.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Fires to the big fella. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. The Orange with a lot of work to do on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his tight end. There he goes. They get him on the ground late in the half. They have the first down at the 41. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. Syracuse right back at it. Back to throw, time running short in the half. He's got an open man. Gets it down to the 33. They pick up the first down. Got to use their time wisely. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Syracuse ready to go to work with another first down. Wants to go up top on 1st down. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Going to try to pop one on the screen. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. And it's 3rd down, but they're going to go ahead and try the field goal and try to get points before the break. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Maybe being on the right hash will help him swing that big leg for this 54-yard attempt. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. Splits the uprights right down the middle. They're back to within a touchdown. 17-10 is the score.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth. Man, 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Tough to beat a good first half of football in a great town like Syracuse.
And the Canes will line up to kick off and start the 2nd half. On the move from inside his 5. And the returner goes down. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. Tight game as we start the 3rd quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here.
And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Orange just need to get some of that yardage back here on 2nd down. Back to pass. Pulls it in. It's Hatcher. He finds a little bit of room to operate. He goes out of bounds at the 12.
Man, it's nice having a QB that is going to hang in there. You could tell, hanging in there, he knows he's going to get hit, right? If I'm going to get hit, I might as well make a completion. Great job hanging in there, throwing the football on target and getting the completion.
He lofts one down the sideline. Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
It's so easy to be up here in the booth and say, you should have put more zip on that. Sometimes you got to use the lob wedge. That time, you probably should have used the driver.
Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Caught in the backfield, it's Carr. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1. And the Hurricanes come to the line in the hurry-up. Running back searching for a hole. Past the 45. On the move is the 30. Out of bounds right at the 20-yard line. Edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on a score.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play called. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Quarterback may change this route. Tight end now in motion. Dropping back, it's Beck. He'll take a shot. Touchdown, Canes! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They'll try to add another to their lead. Man, he didn't just put it on his numbers. If he were throwing it at a front porch, he would have put that right in the keyhole. What a precise pass.
Right in the keyhole, right on the button, right on the face mask, whatever it was. Great throw, great timing. Nice job by the quarterback.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. Syracuse will be forced to punt.
Well, after struggling so much in the first half, you thought they would have made some adjustments here at halftime to see if they can open up this passing game. But early on in the second half, they're just not really able to get that done. Incompletion on 3rd down in your own end, you're expecting them to punt.
And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Offense bringing in the big boys, heavy personnel. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Fires downfield. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
And the Canes headed quickly to the line.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Great job by the defense not falling asleep on that play. Like, you're right there in that fringe area, this part of the field where offenses will get a little bit aggressive and try to throw the football because they kind of think the field's shrinking, is harder to run. Nice job staying on it, staying disciplined, and executing by this defense.
Makes the catch. It's Daniels. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. The Hurricanes come to the line with a new set of downs. The RPO, fire complete to the left. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Miami. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance. These two have spent plenty of time together. That was almost telepathic, David.
No doubt, and quarterbacks and wide receivers throw all off-season to get on the same page. You can see he hits him in stride. That's why he gets the touchdown.
Coming out with it, it's James. That's the kind of mistake that throws off your game plan. Come out of the end zone and you're stopped at the 8. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his...
Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Syracuse. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
I like it. You're backed up towards the end zone, and you go aggressive and spin the football, try to make the big play, and do they ever. 90-plus yards to the house. Who needs space? I'll take 6.
31, Syracuse, 17.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. And after that last score, this is just a 2-possession game now, and they'll be looking to find some cushion on this drive. Here's the handoff. They get him stopped after a gain of 4 out to the 28. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Now the play fake. Starting to feel a little pressure. Wide open downfield. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. The Canes want to pick up the tempo. The Canes build their program around playmakers like that.
They do, Reese, and speed on the outside makes everybody so much better. Finding those home run hitters, those playmakers, those are the guys when Miami's rolling, those are the guys they're finding.
Bringing the heat. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They have been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls in.
And the Canes are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Caught in the backfield. It's Lofton. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed.
Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes, as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
And the Hurricanes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Motion from the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Seventh play of the drive coming up, and a long way to go on 3rd down. They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. Turning it on! They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Miami is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Lofton. The change will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. And the Canes pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. From the red zone, looking for a man. Complete with conviction on the crosser. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. The Hurricanes want to crank the tempo. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. To throw, it's Beck. Hauls it in. And he's down after making the catch, but did not reach the line to gain. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Stopped at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal. The Canes kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Snaps it in the shotgun. Touchdown, Hurricanes! Fitted in the window for the score. They tack on another score, and how about the way this team has responded to a loss and now about to move to 9-1.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Oregon State is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. These Beavs have picked themselves up before, and they're capable of it again today. They're trailing by just 4 to Sam Houston. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Second down, he'll throw it. Picked off. What a play to set him up.
Nice job by this defense. That might be the exclamation point. 4th quarter, I got a lead. You bring on the nickel defense. You know they're passing the football for plays just like that to make the INT and almost put this one away.
3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, K. They extend this 4th quarter lead, and now they are staring at a 7-game winning streak. And he tacks on the extra point. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew. This was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
Handoff from the gun. Runs through the tackle. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. On the run, it's Willis. Breaks into the open. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
And maybe the big fella can jumpstart this offense a little bit. They got to get some points, and he's that big physical guy, breaking some tackles, making some plays. Here in the fourth quarter, they're going to need it.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Finds his big tight end. Nice pickup there. Gets him the 1st down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on 1st down. The throw to the outside is complete. Forced out of bounds, and they'll mark it dead at the 34. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Syracuse ready to go to work with another 1st down. To the air on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
This is my favorite time to be a defensive lineman, man. You get up big, late in the game, you know it's past. You're just teeing off on the quarterback. The defensive backs, they're bailing, playing those deep passes. It is hard to play offensive football in this situation.
A 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. Syracuse lines up on 3rd and short. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. He'll come through on 3rd down as he's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. The offense set for a 1st down play. Wants to throw on 1st down. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. They dragged him down pretty quickly, but the defense forced a big turnover.
Those are hard for offensive linemen when they get beat and you're going, no, look out for your blind side, watch out. But great job rushing the quarterback, getting him on the ground, and getting the football out. A little extra bonus. Nice job by the defense getting nasty.
Opening play of the drive from the 39. They'll move the wide receiver. Off the play fake on 1st down. And he can't make the connection on his 1st attempt.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
This is an area of the game. On offense, you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the 4th quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting 1st down, so you have to be able to run it.
Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. He's going for the big play. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
You know, I'll give it to the defense here. Obviously, it has not been their day, and this offense has gone up and down the field, lighting up the scoreboard. But you're still seeing this defense compete. And on 3rd and long, expecting pass, everybody on the same page, get the incompletion. That's something positive that their coaching staff can point to when they review the film.
He made the catch past the marker, but he was also past the sidelines. Incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. This thing got out of hand on them, but they'll try to finish with some pride here.
And this one was a beatdown, and there's nothing you can do about it because this one's over. Jesse, now we got to start progressing for next week for the rest of this season.
Touchdown, Cuse. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions. This ball game, it would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
45, Syracuse 24.
And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and to keep trying to score points because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today, we kicked them in the face?
And the Canes, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. They'll send the tight end in motion. To the air, it's Nickel. Pocket breaking down. He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
Back to pass on second down. Got his man out of the backfield. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. They get the timeout called, 11 seconds remaining to play. Third and short now from their own 48. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the tight end. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
And the offense comes up short on third down, but I tell you what, they've still had a good day. There's so many positives to point to. I'll be interested to see if they go for it here on fourth down. They don't have to. They got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, shown a variety of all kinds of things. Now it's just about how they want to finish.
Got his man. There he goes. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. Timeout is called with just a single second left. And after this play, the cake will be baked. Looking to throw on first down. Going for it all. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. A strong, methodical, workmanlike effort from this team. No frills, just get the job done and get the win.
I love when you describe my teams like that. Just consistent, methodical, strong. I don't have to do things special every single week. All I'm supposed to do is get the W, and that's what they did.
And this is why practice is so important, guys. You can tell that this team was locked in way back earlier in the week. They watched the film. They got good looks in practice. They knew what to anticipate. They knew what looks they were going to see. And when those looks presented themselves, boy, oh boy, did they ever take advantage.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.